Good morning. How is everyone? Right, I'm just going to quickly change this screen so that I can see people because I have slides today. You're honored. I have done slides. So just wait for a few more people, hopefully, to join us. Although I think everybody's using the excuse of the heat to avoid some of these questions and challenges. I know the number of people that joined me on Friday dropped off rapidly because it was dealing with some of the hard stuff and it's not the fun stuff. So I get that we might not have quite so many people today. But yeah, we'll just see. I can't see anybody else coming in. So welcome. I am going to ask you to put yourself on mute. If you would, that would be great. It's entirely up to you whether you keep your camera on or not. Just some housekeeping. I will be sending out the recording to the people that have signed up to this. So if you don't want to be seen, then switch your camera off. That's fine. We'll have cameras. Well, say that. I'll do questions at the end. So if you've got any questions, we can talk face to face on camera if you want, but I also respect people's privacy for that as well if you don't want to. I would ask you that if you've got questions as we go along, there's a lot that I'm going to cover this morning, and I'm conscious that I do need to start soon because there is so much. So if you do have questions, then pop them in the chat. I've got the chat box open so I can see it. Morning, Lola. But pop them in there. What I ask is, can you put a Q before your question? It just means that I can quickly spot it if there's a lot of chat that goes on, because by all means, feel free to comment as we go along. That's really useful to me because I can help you if there's anything that comes up, anything arises, any triggers. We've talked about triggers. You know, if you've got triggers, then put your hand up because we can help you. And we are here to support each other. So feel free to comment as we go. And a quick reminder, just admitting more, a quick reminder that we still have the competition going. So there's 2 chances to win 3 prizes. The first way to win a prize is to be the most engaged in the Female Business Owners Mastermind. I always get tongue-tied. If you are active in there and engaged, responding to everybody's, and you come up according to Facebook as most engaged person, then you will win one of 3 prizes. The other way to do it, because I'm not one that's overly active on Facebook, I'm quite an introvert at the heart, so I tend to be quite a lurker on these things. So I get that, and I don't want to stop people that aren't kind of as confident to respond. So the alternative way to win a prize is to make sure that you like and love all the videos so far. Obviously, you can't really do that, but maybe put a heart for me in today. That would be nice. And comment on all the videos. So to, you know, even if it's hashtag replay, that's fine. That's a comment, all right? And do your actions, because I want you to have shifts from this. This training is free, but I've put a lot of work into this. It's been a lot of creation from my perspective, and I want you to get results. So I can't make you get results. I need you to do it. It's like that old analogy. I can take a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. I want you, it's like my son in the heat. I can give him a water bottle, but make him drink water. So, you know, I need you to take the actions. And so I want to encourage you by giving you this option of winning the competition. And the 3 prizes that are up for grabs are 1, 3 free monthly planning workshops, where every month we get together a fantastic group of ladies and we go through a manifestation process, because manifestation means to make real. So we go through a 5-step process and we create the plan that we're going to work to for next year, the next month, so that we are consistent and we have accountability. So I'm going to talk about the connected blueprint throughout this, but that gives you clarity and focus. The monthly planning workshops give you the consistency and accountability that you need to keep going. So there's 3 of those up for grabs. Or you can choose the Power Hour with me, where we have an hour and we work out what you need to do to move yourself forward. to start getting traction fast, not going around in those circles and chasing your tails and the hamster wheel and all those kind of analogies. And then the final offer is, or the final prize is 20% off the Connected Blueprint, which I am just so excited. I'm kind of regretting waiting till September, but I've got some holidays for my kids. That's the reason I've done it. And also for the extended payment plan. And that's another thing, actually, the extended payment plan. There is the reason I'm launching it so early is so that I can make it more accessible. So it's £277 a month for the Connected Blueprint. So it's not such a big kind of amount that you've got to pay for, because I know that can be you know, challenging for people, and that's not what I want. I want this to be accessible. I also know that it's going to be amazingly transformational. Just made up a new word. That it will actually, you know, create real big shifts for you, because let's face it, Teresa posted in a group the other day about how she's added £2,000 to her monthly income from being able to just do that one course. She did it this September to December last year, and from January she was earning an extra 2k a month. She was saying that it's paid for itself 12 times over now, which, do you know, is lovely. I can't say those kind of stats because those aren't my stats, those are for her. But she was very kind and shared it. She actually texted me beforehand to ask me if she could do it. I was like, let me think about that one. Yes, please. So yeah, Jess, can I just ask you to go on mute, just so that I don't get distracted, to be honest. You are welcome to put your camera on, but this will be recorded and sent out afterwards. So it's about privacy and everything. So it's just letting you know. Okay. So as I say, I'm working slides. I'm feeling a little bit nervous because I'm doing slides. I don't normally do slides. We're going to come off it later because I have got one of the most significant tapping scripts that I have ever written. It really has made me like shift some really big stuff. So we're gonna be doing that, and it's going to be a large proportion of this masterclass is actually, I suppose in some ways it's a workshop more than it is a masterclass, that we are going to be doing a significant tapping script that I've created for this. So I'm really excited. Also, one of the things to watch out for, I've got something very special I want to talk to you at the very end, and there's a code word. You need that code word, and you need to use it today if you want what I am offering. So just so that you know, to keep an eye out. I will make it a big song and a dance, so it's not like it's going to be hidden or anything, but there is a code word for you to use. So right, who am I? Okay, no, that's what we're going to do today. Yeah, we're going to connect to your money mindset, and we're going to stop you repelling money. We quite often don't realize we're repelling money. We think we're doing everything we can to earn money, but we're naturally repelling it. You know, I can give you the example for this training. You know, I knew I had an amazing course because of the way that the people that had done the course last year, what they'd achieved. I knew that it was amazing. I had this training in the lead up to launching that course. I had everything, but my little subconscious was making excuses. So I need to work on this. I even started creating something else before I launched this. And it was like, it was really dragging me down because I knew I had to get this out, but I wasn't feeling the energy. And because I've done the mindset work, thank goodness, I was able to see it for what it was. It was a sabotage. It was stopping me coming out to help you. Now, you know, and this is really key for me. I've done this training and I am talking about, and I've launched the Connected Blueprint from it. But do you know what? It doesn't matter whether you buy the Connected Blueprint or not, whether you join me on it now, whether you join me on it the next time I run it, whether you just never join it again. I am really keen that this training that I'm giving you for free does get the shifts that you want. It's so important to me. But I knew that if I did it, oh my gosh, I was so petrified of the success that it would bring, which sounds absolutely ridiculous. And I still don't get it myself. But I was petrified. And actually, I proved my point, didn't I? Because look at all the people that signed up for it very, very quickly, that I knew that would do it. And it was quite scary that was going to be the case, that I was growing so fast. And so I naturally sabotaged it, but because I'd done the mindset work, I could see that for what it was, and I couldn't work through it on my own. I did book in with one of my mindset coaches to enable me to see through it. Interestingly enough, she didn't tell me anything I didn't know already, which is good and bad in some ways. It was good because I know that what I'm doing is right, but yeah, it was frustrating in the sense of I know this stuff. But that's what it is. That's what a coach does. We bring stuff out of you. We open you up to this wonderful thing. So, but I was naturally repelling the money, and you will be too. And we're going to go through that and try and give you some examples of how you could be repelling it without knowing. And we're going to start to change that with the incredible tapping script that I've done. I know that sounds I am so excited to see what happens to you in this tapping. Okay, right, so who am I? For those that don't know me, I think most of you on here do know me quite well, but first of all, I am mum. I am a wife and mum. First and foremost, that is who I am. And my business is really important to me, but it is there because I want to create this wonderful life for my family. It is there, and I will be taking more time off and working very little over the summer holidays because I want to spend time with my kids. I want to make memories with them. I want to love it. I haven't always had that opportunity, and I'm going to bloody take it while I can now. But on top of that, I am a certified transformational breakthrough coach. I am an NLP practitioner, and I love being a master EFT practitioner, which is why we're going to shift things today. My background is I was in corporate HR, and I climbed the slimy ladder. No, that's not fire, is it? The ladder of corporate HR, and I ended my career in HR as head of reward for a large telco company. And skipped off and started my handmade chocolate business, which today I am so grateful for because I have air conditioning. So everyone around my house is lovely and cool. We have air conditioning because I had to have it with chocolate. And then that wasn't the greatest of successes, so I tried a few other things. And then it was really when I started to work on my mindset that I managed to create that traction in my business. I left everything else and focused on the chocolate business and really created a lot of traction there and created a very profitable business, which I loved, but it just wasn't quite what I needed. And I found myself in coaching, and very excitedly, I am here now with even more success. I might do some training on zones actually, because, chocolate was very much my zone of excellence, but coaching is very much my zone of genius. The Big Leap, Gay Hendricks, it's a book, really good. But definitely, this is one of the things, and that's where we worked on connecting with yourself, what really lights you up. Chocolate was great, but what it didn't give me was the interaction with people, that joy of seeing other people achieve, and that ripple effect that I feel I'm part of. I wasn't getting that feedback. The ripple effect was kind of feeding people chocolate, which, they enjoyed, but it wasn't always good for the waistline. So, it's those sort of things that I realized with doing my mindset, and I've managed, I have changed how I work, what I do, and gosh, I don't look back. Every day I love what I do, seriously. Even when I'm feeling overwhelmed and I've got a lot on, and I do some stuff over the weekend occasionally, it never feels like that real, oh God, I hate this. There's always that balance that I have in my life, and that's what I want for you. I want you to create that for yourself so that you have that ripple effect as well, because in doing what I do, I have created a beautiful life for my family. I was saying to my husband this morning, our school has said you don't have to send your kids in today. If they do, they can go in for half a day, they can go in for the full day, PE kit, and we said to our kids, what do you want to do? You probably will be cooler at home. And they've gone, no, we want to go into school. I said to my husband, we've created this life where, if the kids are off, like last week with Sebi having COVID, if the kids want friends round and stuff like that, we're here, we're able to do it. It's something that I didn't have as a kid because my mum went out to work and I went to a childminder, which was lovely, don't get me wrong. We've created this life and our kids actually want to go to school. There you go. So anyway, I digress. But yeah, so mindset has been a real key change for me, and that's why I'm doing this training, because I want it to change for you. It's what's enabled me to deal with the real shit that I've had this 6 months, with the fact that I've had someone in my life really test who I am and what I am. They are not liking the fact that I am being successful, and they're not coming on this journey with me. And they are, instead of actually supporting me, they are attacking me. And that has been incredibly tough. My kids don't feel safe in their own home. And that's not, I'm so angry, but that is where I am at the moment. But because I have connected with, as we've done in the training, myself, I've connected with my vision, I've connected with my limiting beliefs, who this person gave most of them to me. And I've connected with my money mindset. I know exactly how I deal with this, and I'm strong, and I'm starting to shake just at the thought of it. So bear with me. So yeah, let's get back to it. Right, so my money mindset is probably the biggest part of mindset in itself, but you do need to work on the other stuff first before you start to work on money mindset. Otherwise you just can't get that traction in it, because money mindset is born out of who you truly are and how you behave, how your money personality is. It's born out of where you want to be, what are you trying to achieve, stepping into being that person. And it's also born out of your limiting beliefs. And we're going to talk a lot about that in the next few minutes. But before we do, I want you to tell me one word that describes how you feel about money at the moment. Morning, Becky. I do have my water to hand. There you go, full in the fridge last night, so ready and raring to go. So in the chat, pop in one word that describes how you feel about money. Okay. Totally understand that one, Jess. I know Jess well, and yeah, I can understand that one, honey. Okay, anybody else? I want you to think, how does it make you feel at the moment? Worried. Okay, yeah. There are negative feelings coming up. We're going to change that by the end. Nervous. Right. Okay. Up and down. Right. Okay. For me, my word was elusive. Not now, but it was. That was the word that I always used. It was like, I'm doing all this work. Where is it? It's just not happening for me. And I just didn't know why. And so, I mean, for me, one of the things that was really frustrating was that when I sat down, I had an issue with the word abundance, because for me, I felt like I had all the ingredients. I had determination, I had capability, I'm an intelligent person, I'm determined. I don't tend to let things get in my way. I also had, a beautiful home, a lovely marriage, great kids. I felt blessed in a lot of ways, but actually that was part of the issue, was that I felt guilty for wanting more. So it's digging into how you're feeling and some of this stuff that you can do. Becky, you can relate to that. Yeah, where is it? It's like, for God's sake, what do you need me to do? For me, I was transforming lives, but my life was staying the same, and I felt like I was scraping by. And for me, I've become the person that pays the bills. I've become the financial responsibility in the home. So the burden of that was weighing heavily on me, and it was feeling like it was almost creating that lack. How we talk about, if we're in lack, we become desperate. That's when we repel money. And money is probably the hardest one. When you're in lack of something else, confidence, you can pretend to be confident, right? Even if you're not. If you are, I've put down some examples here and I'm not on my list, but if you're thinking that you're, I'm going to move on to the next slide. This is where I need to get good with the slides. The challenges with money mindset is the fact that it's very hard to change from that lack to the abundance. You can get caught in that lack, and it's so hard to change. And as I say, when you've got when you're lacking in confidence, you can kind of pretend to put your big girl pants on and get out there. When you're lacking in clarity, you can just work through what you need to do. You can kind of not fake it, but you can be something, and you can change from lack to abundance relatively easy on most things with the right way of thinking. You know, even a red light, I use this example a lot. You know, you come up to a red light and you're in a rush, you can look at it and go, you're stopping me, I need to get there. Or you can go, okay, yeah, no, you're right, I need to get there in one piece, thank you for slowing me down. But money, because money is so important in our lives, you know, it's like the air that we breathe. You know, we need money to survive. And because of that, it's very hard to change that lack to the abundance when you simply don't have it. You know, I've been in that situation of feeling broken and having just £14 in the bank before the mortgage went out and feeling like, how the hell do I do this? You know, and even feeling greedy for wanting more when I was in that situation because I had so much already. And it's like, oh gosh, there's so many things that come out of it, the selfishness, the greed, that you kind of then lead to guilt and all of that sort of stuff. Why wasn't money coming to me? So it is hard to change from, you know, that lack to abundance, and changing, you know, creating that good money mindset is probably one of the hardest things that you can do. And, you know, I've seen courses on this where, you know, they're like, this is what you need to do, declutter, you do this, you do that. And actually that still doesn't, you know, it's very hard to switch what you need to do. But the first place we need to start is the limiting beliefs. So the work that we did on Friday is looking at what holds us back. Where are these things coming from? What is it, you know, that's playing into our subconscious that's making us repel the money? And it's not always, and I said this on Friday, it's not always about just doing the limiting beliefs. Sometimes it's also about just being aware of those limiting beliefs, because we can't always get rid of them, and sometimes they're actually quite useful for us to actually be to know about them. They put in that safety check for us, and so it's worth having them and listening to them. But it's about creating that awareness. So important. And these are like some of the immediate money kind of thoughts that I had when I was writing this out or creating my slides. You know, think about some of the things that you heard as a, you know, when you were younger, from often well-meaning adults, you know, that they were like, you know, I haven't got money. It's, you know, I just haven't got it. You know, money doesn't grow on trees, you know, I'm not made of money. You know, as kids, we want everything. We don't understand that we, you know, that money is a quantity. We just see it and we want it because we have an abundance mindset as a kid. You know, we're in that abundance. If we see it, we want it. Why not? Why can't we have it? And it's as we grow up that we put those barriers in, and we create these beliefs of, you know, that money is not a good thing, and it holds us back, and our subconscious thinks it's bad to have money. You know, for me in this example of doing this training, you know, I knew that I was going to do really well with selling that connected blueprint, because I knew what an amazing course it was. I was completely on board. I know I don't have to force anybody to do it, because I know that it's good for them. I just want to tell them about it because this is such a good course. And I knew it would sell. And that was, my subconscious came up against that, because it didn't like that. Oh no, you know, what if you get a lot of money, you'll spend it, or you know, or the bills will just take it all, you won't have any to enjoy. We're used to struggling for money, so we're not keen on being very fluid in money. We're just getting used to having some money. Now you're trying to get us really happy. Oh no, don't want that. That's not what we're used to. Michaela, add to the church mindset that living in poverty was seen as a way to be saved because money was worldly. Absolutely, absolutely. But it's this sort of stuff, having this knowledge that you can deal with it, you can start to talk about it later, you know, in a different way. I can see some other comments, sorry, I'm missing, but this is where, you know, we need to talk about it. Money is like the air that we breathe. We need it. We need it to survive. It's not wrong. And you know what? it's not finite amount of money either. You're not greedy for having it. You're not taking it from someone else because you've got it. When we went through the 2008 crash, they printed more money. It's something that we just keep printing and creating. There is always money out there. And by you having money, you can do more. Because if you had that 10K a month, right? Don't think about it in terms of the money. Think about it in terms of how many clients would you be serving to do that? The amount of clients that you would be changing their lives. You would be doing something that they need, they want, because you're not a scam artist. You're not taking it for nothing. You are exchanging it for something that they want and need. So if you were to be earning that much money, then think about how many people you would be helping out there. That ripple effect that I said. And think about your family. You know, it's not about your clients, it's about your family as well, for your kids, you know, your partner, your parents. What could you be doing differently for them if we changed our money mindset? It's something that, you know, for some reason we're kind of put a lid on, hold back, taught that it's wrong, but actually there's so much good that we can do with money. And actually, do you know what? I'm really passionate that you have the money and some of the people that currently have the money don't, because they're not using it in the right way. And I know that you would. Really passionate about that. Need to calm that one down. Okay. So we've got, you know, it sounds crazy, but we do repel money. And you can do it in ways that you think are doing right. So one of the things that I used to do with chocolate so often, and I look back and I go, oh God, how did I not see this? But I did personalized chocolate, and I'd ask so many questions of people because I wanted to get it perfect for my clients. I wanted to get it so that they were so happy with it. Trouble was, the more questions I asked them, the more painful it felt for them. And they didn't, you know, they would slowly go, oh, do you know what? I'll have a think about it. And they'd walk off and go and buy somewhere else because it just became too hard for them. It might be that you are not open with putting your links out there. I know Facebook, if you do it on your personal profile, has to be a little bit different, but you know, even so, if you're telling someone about something, but you're getting them to DM you, or you're getting them to do something, you're not getting them to, you know, making easy for them to buy, you know, really simple, particularly when it comes to products, getting it really simple, putting the, you know, the purchase ability for them and not putting obstacles in their way. Think of you as a consumer. You know, if you have to answer 10 questions, you won't. I know that I asked about a course a while ago, and they said I had to fill in a form, and I was afraid of being judged, so I didn't fill in the form, you know, so I didn't buy from them. It's that sort of thing that you need to think about. Are you naturally repelling money? Offering discounts, you know, feeling like you've got to offer a discount to people, that's repelling some money. Yeah, if you feel awkward when people ask you how much something is, you know, they're all subconscious methods of sabotaging and repelling money. So, you know, think about how you could be putting people off from buying from you. I remember asking details about an offer, yeah, not being told the price. So it's things like that. How open and transparent are you being so that your clients can see it? I know there's a bit of a thing going on at the moment where you are someone advertises something and they say DM me this word, and I can see why they're doing it, but it is putting up an obstacle. They're doing it because they can get a lot of people and they want to make sure they've got someone that's ready to do it, and once someone has made that commitment, they're in their world, they can sell to them. But that is quite a hard sales pitch. And I like the whole concept of offering rather than doing a sales pitch. I don't believe in hard sales. I want people to get results with me. I'm not just after selling. So it's about how you feel about this as well. And again, connecting to yourself, the first day that we did in this training. So it's really important. The other thing I want to talk about is about being able to receive. So we talked about repelling money, but how good are you at receiving? Do you even receive compliments very well? You know, if someone gives you a gift, you feel you've got to give them something else in return. You know, someone does you a favor, do you feel that you've got to repay them? It's you know, if we're not open to receiving just simple compliments, we're not going to be open to receiving money. So we're going to put that barrier up and stop it. So, you know, are you being worthy of receiving? Are you being open to receiving? Are you being deserving of receiving? That was a big one for me. Being deserving, that not good enough showing up in another way, showing that I'm not deserving of money. And, you know, one of the things, the reason we did the connecting with yourself and your vision is I want you to hold close that you're not trying to scam your clients. You want to have money in exchange. You're doing a fair exchange. I mean, quite often you're doing a fair exchange because the not good enough is showing up and you're underpricing yourself, and you're not showing, you know, you are not doing a fair exchange, but you're doing yourself an injustice here. Again, that's something else that we need to work on. But it's about, you know, you are not asking for money and running away with it, right? You are exchanging that money for something that you know has value, that is going to help that person, that, you know, that person wants and needs. And so it's a beautiful exchange, but so often we put that darkness on it of feeling awkward, of asking for money in exchange for what we do, because, you know, you want to serve your clients, so it's only right that in exchange for it you get money. In fact, your clients, I would say, if you gave it for free, quite often people can feel awkward about that. If you were to give them something and they felt they weren't paying enough for it, then they might go elsewhere next time because they feel awkward. If they feel you're undercharging, they may perceive you as cheap and go elsewhere. So again, it's about that repelling of money and making sure that you've got the right money mindset to be able to welcome money into you as an exchange for what you do. So because you do deserve the money, and it's not wrong to ask for money for what you do, because you have the skills, the life experience, you know, the qualification, the knowledge. Even if you know, none of us are the done deal, but we're a few steps ahead of our clients, just as I'm a few steps ahead of you. I'm not a £1 million coach like there are out there, but what I am is a few steps ahead of you. And actually, I probably know your position much better than the $1 million, £1 million coach that is out there, because they're so far removed from where you are. You know, and just the same as I'm just a few steps ahead of you. So I know the journey that you need to take, the next steps you need to take to join me where I am. You know, so do you in what you're doing. To your clients, you are the expert. You need to step up to be that expert. And to be that expert is about exchanging money and feeling valued and feeling deserving of that money. You're not twisting their arm. You're trying to help them. So why do we feel this awkwardness? It comes back to those limiting beliefs that we're not good enough, that we're not deserving, all of this sort of stuff. And, you know, it does, I've put here, covered in the training so far, connect with yourself, connect with your vision. Do you know what? I'm just going to check, where am I on this? Yeah, so I'm going to come off and stop sharing, because I feel like I'm just talking. Let's do speaker. Okay, so that's a bit better. So I can talk to you properly now so you can see me. And again, you know, so this is all about connecting with yourself, knowing what means something to you, and then going on to your vision, what you want to create, what you want to see in your life and how you want it to be, and stepping up to be that person. It's about connecting with the limiting beliefs and understanding that they're there and creating that awareness and deciding how to move forward with them. And they feed in to your money mindset. And you do need to do those foundations first to really get the benefit and money mindset. There are always layers. So you kind of, the way that I work is I go through this process, connect with myself, I connect with my vision, connect with the limiting beliefs, connect with my money mindset, connect with myself, keep doing it. Because the things still show up. That not good enough is a particular one that shows up a lot in slightly different ways, depending on how you go. But it's something you'll always be working on, which sounds a bit defeatist, but you know, it's nice because every time you work on it, you get that shift and you move up. And as I said on Friday, I've made 3 shifts in 12 months because I'm consistently working on this stuff. And I can't tell you, it just really, really works. But it's kind of like the glue that sticks things together, because if you don't do this stuff, then you can go out and try and build your audience, but you're not going to build the right audience because you haven't connected with yourself, you haven't connected with your vision. So you don't truly know who your soul clients are, because you don't know what you're trying to achieve. If you don't do this work, you can go out there and make offers, but because you're not truly who you are, then the confidence won't come across for your clients to have confidence in to invest and exchange that money. Do you know, I saw a post this morning and my heart broke. Someone said on their personal page, I apologize to my friends and family. You're going to see a difference in my posting going forward, because I'm going to be doing more promotional posts about my new course coming up. Which sounds great in itself, but why do we need to apologize? Our family and friends, if they're truly want the best for us, they will support us. They won't have an issue that we're starting to promote things. They will actually enjoy seeing this stuff. There is absolutely no need to apologize, but this person felt the need to apologize. She's already started off on her offer with the wrong energy. And I want her to be successful. I don't think she's going to be as successful as she wants to be, because she started off with that apologetic, that lack energy, because she hasn't done the mindset of having that confidence around it. I never apologized. Yes, I've had people not continue being my friends. That's fine. If they don't want me to do well, if they're not interested in my life and what I'm doing with my life, whether it be my business or my family, that's okay. It can be hard at times, but why wouldn't they want to? You would want that for your friends and family. If someone apologized to you for using their profile to do what they could to earn money, would you need an apology? So she started off, because she hasn't got the mindset, straight away with that negative energy. And I hope it changes for her. There's part of me that wants to get in touch and go, hon, this is, think about this. But she's not someone in my world. So I'm not in a position to do that. And I don't want to sound as if I'm being like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. But think about it. Never should we apologize for doing something that's right for us. Never. If you have to, that person's got the issue, not you. I'm learning that one the hard way. Okay. So, let me done thinking. Oh, I've repeated some of my notes here. Okay, so we've talked about why, the challenges we've got with money mindset. We've talked about the limiting beliefs leading into our money mindset. I find this challenge when kids ask for conscious that, yeah, they'll have later. Yeah, I know. Becky, one of the things that I've struggled with over time is about, my kids and what beliefs I'm creating for them. And there is a lot to do. And we talk about this in the Connected Blueprint about your language around money and how you can make it better. But one thing I would say is that, we can say one thing, but our kids will create a meaning out of what we say and do their own thing. So we are not responsible for the limiting beliefs that our kids have. It's a bit like happiness. We can provide the environment in which they are happy, but if they choose not to be happy, we can't do anything about it. And it's the same with limiting beliefs for the kids. We can create an environment where we show them about abundance and the confidence that money is there for us and that money can do good things. And we don't say cold hard cash. We say money is beautiful. Money makes us safe. Money makes us love life. But if they choose to change that meaning, then we cannot do anything about it. All we can do is provide that environment. We talk a lot more about that in the Connected Blueprint and how we deal with other people and their money ways. Because I tell you what, my husband is complete polar opposite to me with money. And it's about how that communication works and how we create a better environment for our kids without creating that, bashing against each other with our money beliefs and money personality. Personality is such a key thing. So, but all we can do is work on ourselves and create a ripple effect that has an environment where other people can follow us. Not everybody will, but that's not our responsibility. It's just the responsibility for us to work on ourselves. That's a tough one to do because I've taken responsibility of a lot of people, and the pain when they don't follow is hard. But, all you can do is for yourself and then create that ripple effect. Okay, so Friday, the exercise is very much about changing your fears into motivators. And if you've not done that, feel free to go back. Today, I want to start shifting that balance between that, you know, the negative feelings that you're having around money. And I want us to basically shift our money mindset to being more confident around money. And what I'm going to do, we're going to do quite a significant tapping script now. And it's going to basically take the emotion out of the money. We're going to change our feelings towards it. And that will enable us to basically have that clarity, the clarity and focus that I keep talking about, to enable us to make better decisions around money. Because when we're in fear, we make not always the right decisions. I'm not saying the wrong decisions, but they're not always in our best interests. Fear can actually hold us back when we make decisions about money. So this is what we're going to do in this to try and shift that. Now, you can come back to this. This will be sent out. So if you're on the email list, you will get it. If you don't receive it this afternoon, then just let me know, because I'll check you're on the email list. If you've been getting the stuff from the 10K mindset training, you'll get this. But this tapping, use it time and time again, especially when you're feeling that lack. And it will just change the dial. It's never going to you're never going to go from being, you know, fearful of money to being, oh, I've got loads of money, I'm fine. It's about changing that dial, right? You don't always feel it, but you suddenly one day wake up and go, oh, okay, that's a bit different. We're going to go through that. Okay, so as you know, I'm a master EFT practitioner. I'm very much about using this to help you change your beliefs and help you change your mindset in a really easy way. You know, not having to deal with your demons, because that's scary, and you shouldn't need to deal with the demons. We can get rid of a lot of stuff without really, you know, getting the nasty stuff coming up. So just to give you an overview of EFT, we tap on the meridian points around our head and upper body. They're like the acupressure points on the upper body. And it sends, the vibrations send a calming effect to the magnetic, oh, I can never pronounce it. I won't try. It's to the fight, flight or freeze part of our brain. So it allows that subconscious to open up to what we're saying. And really, you know, it's using the NLP to put in the good stuff for it as well. So, you know, one of the key things here is to use this on a regular basis to move that dial. Now, I've come across people that have said they don't have money blocks, and I'm calling you out now if you don't think you have money blocks, because all of us do, right? That it's just that we're not aware. And actually, the people that think that they haven't got money blocks, they're in more of a precarious position than we are if we think we've got money blocks. So it's really important that we do work on this on a regular basis. Don't go looking for it, because that can create a block in itself, but just have an awareness. Okay, why am I avoiding this? Why am I resisting it? What do I need to do? And when you do that stuff, you know, you can get that out. Journaling is a great way of getting out. EFT you can use as well to get it out. Because what we're going to be doing is actually releasing some hidden blocks today that actually you didn't know that you had. And you might not even notice them. That's kind of a bit of frustration for me. But this will get you to release some of those that you can actually you'll just start to notice. I want you to observe your relationship around money as you go forward. So we're going to start. One of the things that I want you to do is really think about that word that you put down at the beginning. So nervous, restricted, I said elusive. Think about that word that described how you feel about money. Okay, just start to feel it inside you. And I want you to start to feel where you're feeling it in your body. You know, you're feeling it in your throat, your head, your stomach. You know, I get tingles in my legs when things are good, but, you know, whereabouts in your body are you feeling that emotion? Okay, and just feel into it. There's no perfection needed here. Just feel into it. Now, I want you to go just a level deeper. I want you to think about that emotion and how you feel about that emotion. So if it's nervous, how do you feel about feeling nervous? How do you feel about feeling restricted? For me, with elusive, I was just blooming frustrated. might be anger. Just think about how you feel about that. And now in the chat, I want you to put a number between 1 and 10. And that's basically, I want you to rate how intense that feeling is. So 1, you're a bit frustrated, you're a bit angry, you're a bit pissed off. 10 is, it's too much to bear, can't cope. All right, where are you on that scale? 7, okay. 6, good, okay. 7, 8, okay. All right, just feel into that intensity. All right, 7, okay, good. Because we're going to deal with that intensity and that negativity. And this is where, you know, I talked a lot about clarity and focus here. This is where, you know, when we've got that intensity, it's stopping us being clear about what we're doing. It's holding us back from making the right decisions. You know, we make decisions based on avoiding something rather than welcoming something into our lives. And that's where we can make mistakes, and that's where we keep ourselves in that state of feeling that way, because that's where our body is used to being. So, you know, it's because of these beliefs, the stories, the experiences that we have growing up, that's the natural response that we have to our money. And it's magnified. So particularly whether it's, you know, not earning enough, it's having debt, it's dealing with bills, you know, it's about that feeling, that intensity that's stopping you then make the right decisions. So, you know, I know myself, when I was feeling like that, the frustration of that elusiveness of money, it felt like it was closing in on me. And it, like, when I was making decisions about money, I didn't have many options. They seemed to be closed off to me. There was a no way out situation. You know, that time that I was £14 before the mortgage was due out, it was like, what can I do? I'm not going to get any more money in. What can I do? And it just feels like there's no option. I should say, actually, do you know what actually happened? Is I did this tapping, and within about, I can't remember the exact time scale, but it was very shortly afterwards, 24 hours, that sort of time scale, someone knocked on my door and asked to buy my car. I did have 2 cars. I had a old classic car, a 1973 MG Roadster, and she was beautiful. She was called Poppy because her number plate was POP, and someone offered to buy it off me. It wasn't a huge amount of money. It was 3.5 grand. It was probably a bit less than she was worth, but I tell you what, it paid the mortgage. That's what can happen. That's the magic of this stuff. So, you know, we feel like there's no way out, and we're, you know, I felt I was forced to sell her. It was the right thing to do because I wasn't using her in a 2-seater car with a family of 4 and a dog. It just doesn't work. So she hadn't really been used in 4 years. Ironically, she just drove off the drive. But it's about that cloudiness, that feeling of frustration that you can't move, and you've got no option because you haven't got the money. So you start taking decisions that aren't in your best interest, and that's where it's really frustrating. So, and that clarity is really important because we can see more options then. You know, and I've put here in my notes is that, just, you know, how often do you speak to a friend and you talk to them, and like, when you're talking to them, the right things come out and you go, why didn't I think of that before? Why is it that that didn't come up? Why, you know, I had this last night with my husband. I was talking about something and I was going, I can't see how to do it. And he didn't come up with the idea, I did. But it was talking out with him that I got that. And you kind of feel that, and that's the clarity that we want to give you with this tapping. Because when we have the emotion attached to the situation, it stops us with the clouds of emotion from the ideas coming forward. So, you know, it's about building that clarity. It's not going to change your money situation overnight, but it will change the decisions you make around money, so that you make better decisions, so that money comes to you and you stop repelling it. You open yourself up and receive. Okay. So, right. This tapping is going to be like your friend, so you can talk things over. We're going to have a bit of a chat in your head, and allow the solutions to come over through. And it will change your financial future. It's not going to change your financial situation now, but it will change your financial future. So, okay, I want you to earn the money that you deserve. I want you to get out of debt. I want you to build the savings that you need so that you have that safety net, that you contribute to your family finances, that you have the money to enjoy life. Whatever financial freedom means to you, you deserve to have it. And for some reason, you're stopping it. So this tapping will help you create it by releasing the negativity around that intensity and building the clarity and focus that you need. So as always, we start with 3 heart deep cleansing breaths. So pop your hand on your heart, and if you feel comfortable to do so, close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath in. Just fill your lungs up. Feel that fresh air, fill your lungs. Just hold it. Allow the air to swirl around your heart, and then gently breathe it out. Feel yourself releasing all that no longer serves you. Just imagine it leaving your body. Again, breathe in. Feel that fresh air cleanse your body. Gently release them. Let the breath go and feel yourself relax. Just feel yourself melt into the chair that you're sitting in. Final deep breath in. Breathe in relaxation. Breathe out negativity. Okay. So this can be emotional. And, you know, I don't want you to hold back the emotion. It's important to release the emotion. So take your time to allow that emotion to come through. You know, if you want your camera off, you can. If you're afraid that it might come through, you can yawn, you might cry, you might laugh. It affects people in very different ways. So just allow that release to happen, because that's basically those blocks, those limiting beliefs that are leaving your body. Allow them to come out. And we're going to start with the negative on the karate chop to make sure that we release what we want to release. Okay. So even though I'm not where I want to be financially, I don't have all the money I desire where I am right now. Money isn't flowing the way that I like it to be. I have blocks and it's stopping money flowing into my life. But I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I'm feeling quite emotional, but that's not my emotion. Someone else's emotion is coming through again. Okay, we're going to keep on the negative. There's a lot of frustration coming out here. Whew. Okay, we're going to get rid of that frustration. Keep going. Let it feel that frustration rise up. I can feel it rising up from the bottom of my stomach. Keep going with it. Whoever it is, keep going. Okay, I have negativity around money. I repel money with fear and lack. I have so many money blocks, and they're holding me back from enjoying the financial freedom I dream of. I don't have all the money I want. Sometimes I don't feel I have the money I need to even get by. I worry about my finances constantly, but I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, take a deep breath. We're going to go to the top of the head, and I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I just want you to answer them in your mind for the time being. Excuse me, I'm picking up on someone's emotion. Just answer them in your mind. You don't need to say anything out loud. If you don't want to, that's fine. You're on mute anyway, so no one's going to hear, just you. Keep tapping and trust the process of letting go. Tap on your head. Right. Think of those negative thoughts that came up around money. Think of that feeling that's risen in you and how you want to release it. Okay, we're going to go to the eyebrow. Where do you feel this negativity about your money? That frustration, that anger, where are you feeling it in your body? Just take a deep breath and really feel into it, because that's going to leave you very soon. Gather it all up where you can feel it. Feel like you're gathering it all up, collecting it all together. All that negativity about money, when you think about money, that elusiveness, that fear, that nervousness, the frustration, the anger, collect it all together. Side of the eye. What might change in your life if you were able to release your money blocks? What would your life look like? We've talked about 10K this week or last week, but just, you know, another 1K, another 1,000 a month. Ooh. What would that mean? How would your life look? How would it change? Enjoy that. Be present about how you feel. And it, you know, if you're feeling resistance at this point, that's fine. They're your old habits. And your subconscious is holding on to them because it's safe. It feels safe. It knows how that feels. Anything different, it doesn't know what that feels like, so it doesn't want to change. But you can let go. You can surrender. The more you create the future for yourself that you dream of, it can happen. Okay, under your eye. I want you to imagine yourself releasing the blocks and opening up to money. Can you do that? Can you feel yourself releasing and opening up? How different would it feel if you didn't have those blocks? Just visualize it. Feel it all over your body. Just note that feeling. If you didn't have those blocks, if you were open and receiving more money, how would it feel? Okay, onto the moustache. I want you to visualize releasing those blocks now from every cell in your body. With every tap, just feel like the negativity is leaving your body. Just feel it go. See it leaving your body. And just notice how you're changing. How is your body feeling different? Feel the change as the blocks leave your body. Keep taking deep breaths. There's a lot going on here. More than you're actually feeling, believe it or not. Onto the chin. With every tap, you're letting go of your old patterns. With every tap, there's more releasing happening. The thing is, we're conditioned with these blocks. We've held these blocks for a long time. But now you're releasing them. You're letting them go because they no longer serve you. You no longer need them. They're doing you no good. They served you once, but they no longer serve you. Send them off with love and light to the universe. Start welcoming in positivity around money. You're no longer stuck and you're no longer going to be held back. Okay, onto the collarbone. Feel this confidence and strength that you have. Imagine you creating what you want in life. Can you feel that? Just start to feel that rise, that excitement. If you haven't got your eyes closed, close them, feel into it. Really focus on that feeling rising because you're releasing those blocks that are keeping you stuck. Feel how that feels. That joy. Are they butterflies? I can feel butterflies coming up. Feel it fully. Feel it completely. Love that feeling. Enjoy that feeling. because that's the future you're creating for yourself. You're releasing the old stories, those limiting beliefs that are holding you back, that are keeping you stuck. They're going, feel them go. And you are becoming free to create your new reality. That exciting reality. I want to giggle. Oh, I feel like a giggly schoolgirl. I hope you are too. Okay, onto the underarm. Create this new vision of your new self. Just make sure your feet are firmly on the floor and just feel grounded, because that new self needs to be grounded. That new self is relaxed in everything you do. Just feel that relaxation. Your new self knows that you can create whatever you want in life. Think of all those opportunities you've got, because you've released the old stories. There's limiting beliefs. You're no longer going to be repelling money because you've let go of those blocks that are stopping you attracting money. The patterns around money that no longer serve you have gone. You can create the freedom that you want in your life. And I want you to see that now and feel into it. So just take a moment and think of that new life, that vision that you created. Was it Thursday? You connected with? Connect with it again now. Okay, I'm going to stop tapping for a bit. All right, take a deep breath in and let it out. Maybe take a drink of water. Okay. Oh, gosh, that was a range of emotions I felt. So you can feel it. I mean, I didn't yawn, but I quite often do yawn, but I obviously got laughter at that point. There was tears at the beginning. Quite often when I get a release, it starts to go up through my head, and I can feel very heavy in the top of my head. It's almost like I want to chop this part off. So whatever you're feeling, that's okay. All right. That's the release. That's the joy. You've not had to deal with any demons. It's gone. All right. And if you don't feel it, you didn't feel anything, that's okay too. Not everybody gets those. But if you are getting it, it's okay, because they can take you a bit by surprise. I mean, that laughing like a schoolgirl, that took me by surprise. I don't think I've actually had that reaction before. I don't think it was my reaction. I think someone else was laughing. So I'd be interested to know if it was you. I do feel like giggly. So, okay, I want you to check in now. I want you to tell me that level of intensity that you had before. How is it feeling now? Remember, 1 is it's okay, not too bad, you know, I'm okay. 10 is I can't cope, too much. So where is that level of intensity now? 4, Jess. 6 to 4, fantastic. 5, you feel good. Erica too. That's amazing. Hey, brilliant. And the thing is, you can do that again. We've still got some more to do. 6, okay, Becky, that's fine. We've still got some more to do. We're going to take it down. So, you know, one of the things that I would say is whatever you go down to, that's okay. The important thing is you've gone down, right? And then you can do it again, and you go down, and you go down further. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? But your intensity will go down further. Okay, so I'm pleased that you're all going in the right direction. That's what I wanted. And brilliant, Erica, that you're at 2. That's amazing. So we're gonna now, you'll find this with everything that I do tapping slightly different depending on the subjects and how I'm feeling and what comes out of me. I'm a very intuitive person, which is why I was saying that I could actually feel someone's emotions going through there. They weren't mine, because I could let go of them quite easily. So I was feeling what someone else was feeling. It might even be someone on replay, I don't know. But I do get that feeling. In fact, I'm getting a very uncomfortable feeling in my legs. So I normally get tingly. But yeah, so what we're going to do now, what we do with the tapping, you'll see in all of my tapping, is that we go through, we do the negative, and then we open ourselves, we get ready. The word ready is used a lot. We start thinking, it's about opening ourselves up, because you can't, if you go straight into it, your subconscious will immediately fight back. So we're bringing the subconscious on the route, on the course with us, right? That we are bringing it with us, that we can actually achieve this. So we're going to now tap in some positive affirmations. So we're going to start, we don't do the negative on the karate chop anymore. We're going to start on the top. So I am ready to change my financial future. I am ready to clear the blocks stopping the flow of money, to increase the flow of money to me. Onto the eyebrow. I am ready to feel positive about money and to love money, so that I attract more money to me. I've let go of my money blocks, and I'm letting go of what is blocking the flow of money. Onto the side of the eye. Releasing my blocks that are in my emotional body. I am ready to increase the flow of money to me. Under the eye. I am releasing the blocks in my mental body. Mustache. I am releasing any blocks in my physical body. I am releasing all blocks to welcoming money into my life. I am opening to receiving money. Onto the collarbone, because I deeply and completely. Onto the underarm, love and accept myself. Okay, we're going to go around again. I'm opening up to increase abundance in all areas of my life, especially money, so that money comes to me easily. Money is coming in surprising ways. I am open to receiving more money now. I am feeling good about the flow of money. I am so grateful the way that money shows up for me. Under the eye. I am grateful for the money that I have, the money I share, and the money I'm receiving. I am grateful to be in flow on all levels. I am a money magnet. Onto the chin. I create my destiny. Just think how that feels. I've got a big smile on my face. How does it feel? You can create your own destiny. It's within your gift. It's collarbone, because I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay. Stop tapping, and we can take a really big grounding breath. Think about yourself grounded. Okay. How's everybody feeling now? What's the intensity level? I'm just going to pick up my angel. One, two. Oh my gosh, yes. That's fantastic. It felt good when I said, oh, brilliant. That is fantastic, because that can be such a repelling feeling. So, and that's why it was important to really save that till the last. Yeah, you got shivers. Great, yay. Right, this is awesome. I said that this was going to change how you feel. I want you to hold this close to you. This is This is how easy it can be done, right? And you are going to see changes now. I'm looking at all the stuff coming through you. Oh, bless you. I feel truly ready. You are, Erica. You so are. You know, there's a lot that needs to change for you, Erica, but they're not difficult things. It's about just making that decision and being confident in that decision, and you can do it. I know you can. So, you know, you may not, I was going to say you may not realize it yet, it's one of the things, but you obviously are. But there's going to be, you're going to start to see shifts going forward. They may come today, they may come in the next few weeks, I don't know, but it's really going to shift how you feel going forward, because you'll have that clarity. All right, I've got real excitement feeling. My legs are going absolutely mad tingling. It's lower, but I can still feel a nagging doubt. So yes, do it again, Becky. You know, you can do this as many times as you want. Keep going, because there's, and it might be that you know, there's something. What will happen, Becky, for you? Do it again, see how you go. But you know, while you're tapping, if it's not going lower, keep tapping, and then ask yourself what it is that's holding you back. Because when you're tapping, because you've calmed your subconscious down, you're connected. Your subconscious is connected to your conscious. Oh God, my mouth is not in gear today. You know what I mean? So you'll be able to get those messages through. So bring, you know, ask yourself the question, why am I not releasing what I need to release? What is it that I need to release? If that's not working, then try journaling. Let me know if I can help, because we can get this, and it will come out. But your subconscious is just holding on a bit tighter, because you know, it might be a slightly bigger thing than most people have got. We take off layers, and as we get deeper, there's more things to deal with. But you know, it can be done, and this is how I have got to where I am. Seriously, this is what gives me the ability to show up to you every day, despite having, you know, someone who's actually taking action to try and destroy me. That is, you know, my son had COVID. I think my husband's not testing because he doesn't do anything medical, but I think he's got COVID today. You know, that things are still going on, that I can still show up and be the person that I need to be for you guys, and achieve what I want to achieve as well in my business. So I felt like my body was a magnet, and it was drawing loads of, oh, lovely, that's beautiful. Oh, that's, oh yes, definitely hold on to that picture. You're right there, Erica, definitely. So yeah, do it again and see how you feel. I've got other stuff. We work on this a lot. So today we've just changed from your lack to your abundance. But in the Connected Blueprint, we go through your money personality and about embracing that, because no personality is right or wrong. There's pros and cons to everything. So it's about embracing your strengths and knowing your weaknesses and being able to work to those to the best advantage of yourself. And we can put in systems and processes that actually achieve that. That's what really worked for Teresa, and why she got that 2K increase straight away. So we have 2 solid weeks on money mindset within the Connected Blueprint, but you need to do the foundational work to get the results in those 2 weeks. So, you know, if this is something you do want to work deeper on, then please, you know, I implore you, do join me on the Connected Blueprint, because I know it's going to change so much about people. I'm just making sure that I've got, yeah, so you may not realize it is what I said, but obviously some of you have, but you're going to see a lot of changes just from some simple tapping, and it really does, you know, make a difference. So, you know, be mindful of how you are acting around money going forward. Thank you again, Sam. That's amazing. No problems, that's fine. So yeah, if you are interested in the Connected Blueprint, do let me know. I will be honest with you and tell you whether it's right for you or not. I'm imploring people to do it because I've seen people not have the results and successes on other courses because they haven't done this work. It was the course that I did with another coach that I witnessed that. I was the only one that actually did the work to the end. There were people, there was 40 of us, I would say probably about 10 people made it to the end, which is a big drop off when we paid £2,000 to £3,000 for that course. You know, they were doing, this was about a business course, about doing what they needed to do, but because they hadn't got the mindset, there was all sorts of excuses coming up. And, you know, they seemed perfectly reasonable excuses. They had, you know, family that weren't very well. They had you know, neighbor problems, they had relationship problems, there was stuff that was coming up. But the thing is, the mindset builds that resilience and actually enables you to better handle those kind of stuff. That's why I call myself a transformation holistic coach, because I work on your business, but this stuff has ripple effects on your life. I would not have been able to get through the last 6 months if it had not have been for the mindset that I've got with what is going on, with being doorstepped and shouted at and called all sorts of names under the sun on my own doorstep by someone I thought was that loved me, and obviously no longer, well, never did. You know, I would not have been able to get through that if it hadn't have been for this mindset. I would not have built this business, had 3 shifts in 12 months if I hadn't done the mindset. And for it has, Jess, I can't tell you, I'll be honest, we've got safeguarding for our kids' school because of the situation that we're in. So all of this stuff is going on, but I'm still able to build my business every month, every day, and show up, because this is where I want to be. This is what I want to be doing. I'm so connected with what is right for me that I know this is where I need to be. I'm so connected with my vision of creating that beautiful life for my family, but also for you guys, for the people that are you know, are out there that are struggling to make their business successful. I know I've connected with that vision. I know my limiting beliefs. I know that person that knocks on my door and shouts horrible things through the door to me, I know because of my limiting beliefs where they fit into my life. So I can still show up. And I am, you know, as of last month, I was 330% up on my income from last year. So I know this stuff works, and this is why I want, you know, I will tell you that I think it works for you, but at the same time, I will happily tell you if it's not right for you. As I said with Adele, you know, I don't want to go into the detail, but there's some real strong healing that she needs to do before this is going to work for her. But I still hope she'll join us. If she can get that healing over the summer, then the Connected Blueprint will be amazing for her. And she, do you know, that's the ripple effect, is that she will make amazing impact to other people's lives as well. And that's what it is. I pulled the Anna Grandmother of Christ card this morning, because it's all about, you know, I'm no more important than anybody else, but I can create amazing things for other people, for them to create even more amazing things. So Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, was you know, she created the ability for Jesus to do what he did and create big things. I'm not I'm not of that belief, but you know, in that context, that's what it's about. So you know, that's what I really want you to think about. You know, it's not just about, it will make a huge difference to you, but it will make a difference to your business, to your clients, to your family. The whole ripple effect goes. And as Teresa said, she's paid for this course 12 times over now, I think she said. I'm just looking at some of my notes to say, you know, it is 11 weeks. I might make it 12 actually, because I think there's something that I'm talking to Teresa we could really make better. Use the same stuff, but give you more time to really let it percolate and come in. So, you know, think about what you can do, but we cover all the stuff, you know, the 4 points that we've had so far. And one of the things that I want to say to you is that obviously I offered 5 power hours to the first 5 sold up that signed up, and they were snapped up very, very quickly. So what I want to offer to you, if you DM me the word big, my daughter chose that one last night, just 3 letters, big, and you sign up for this, then I'm going to give you a free 30-minute strategy session that will really focus what you need to do to go forward. All right, so that's what I want to do. I'm only offering it if you sign up today though, because I want to really have the people that are fast action. So those people that today sign up, that's why I've said you've got to watch this today, because I want people to take action. This is my encouragement to get you to take action. So if you sign up today and DM me the word big, B-I-G, then I will give you a free 30-minute strategy hour. I am going to limit actually that to 5 people, because I just don't think I'm going to have the bandwidth to do any more. So it's to 5 people. In fact, forget the whole day today. Do the first 5 people that sign up. So whether it be today, tomorrow, or you've got until Sunday, first 5 people will get a 30-minute laser strategy session with me. So do let me know, but write the word big and I will give that to you. So that's the code word that I was talking about. There is an extended payment period as well, which is £277 a month. That is for 5 months. The idea being that to make it a little bit easier on the cash flow for you. So that's there, but you do again need to sign up by Sunday for that, and to get the bonuses, which are my monthly planning workshops, which have seen brilliant results from people. Katie has been on those for the year. She's in fact the first person that joined them, and she's now enjoying a 70% increase in income. She's joined the Connected Blueprint, so I cannot wait to see what her income does next year. And so you've got the monthly planning workshops, you've got my 2 self-study courses as well, which is Supercharge Your Mindset, and the Finding the Authentic You, because actually that can be quite hard. I struggled with that concept for a long time. Who am I? I'd been told so many things and I just didn't know who I was. So I've created a self-study for that as well. So to get all that, you need to sign up by Sunday, and we start September. So you've got plenty of time. That's why you've got the bonuses to keep you going if you want to, or you can enjoy the summer or the winter, Michaela. And then we start going for it in September, because I want you to be absolutely amazing when you finish in December. And, you know, if you're a product that you hit the product business, you know, the Christmas with absolutely full on, or if you're, you know, services, that you can really make to 2023 an absolutely phenomenal year, because that's what it's been for me this year. And let's face it, it won't start in January. It will start the minute you start. We will start to see shifts. Hopefully after today, you'll start to see shifts as well. Right. Okay. If anybody wants to come on and ask any questions, I am here. We've got another 10 minutes of this allotted time. So if you want to ask any questions, you are more than welcome. I won't be sending the questions out for privacy reasons. It will just be for us. So I will pause recording now.